Have you noticed that some people around you seem very affectionate, but there's something that doesn't quite add up? That sense of discomfort is not for nothing. It's your intuition alerting you that the sincerity they show might just be a facade. These relationships are often immersed in self-interest. When someone approaches you with a smile, but their actions do not match that affection, it's time to pay attention. This type of behavior can cause confusion, as the surface may appear calm, but the depths are turbulent. You feel an internal pressure, an anxiety that doesn't seem to have an apparent reason. It's common to form bonds with people who appear generous and considerate, but the truth is that not all affection is genuine. Sometimes, what appears to be friendship is merely a strategy to get something in return. This dynamic can manifest in your daily interactions, such as superficial conversations that lead nowhere or promises that are never fulfilled. You might feel manipulated, as if you're in a dance where the steps are unclear. Recognizing this situation is the first step. You are not crazy for feeling that something is wrong. What you feel is real and valid. Often, the fear of confronting the truth prevents us from making healthy decisions. This constant doubt can affect your peace of mind, causing stress and a feeling of being trapped in a cycle of mistrust. Now, it's time to act. Look around and identify who is truly by your side. Make a mental list of the people who contribute to your well-being and those who drain your energy. The clarity you seek lies in this recognition. It's not necessary to conform to relationships that do not nourish your soul. You have the power to choose who deserves your affection and attention. If you have come this far, it is not by chance. It is a sign, a call to examine your relationships and free yourself from what no longer serves you. Your life and your inner peace are at stake. You deserve to be surrounded by genuine sincerity, not appearances. Recognize your worth and make choices that promote your emotional well-being. The truth can be hard, but it is also liberating. It's time to step away from the facade and embrace the reality that is in front of you. It is important to remember that seeking healthy relationships is your right. You should not feel guilty for wanting to surround yourself with people who truly care. This journey may require courage, but it is a crucial step for your emotional health. Start observing the actions of the people around you, not just their words. Often, what is said does not match what is done. When someone promises to be there and then disappears in times of need, that's a red flag. These unfulfilled promises can create a sense of distrust and insecurity. You must value those who are genuinely willing to commit. Relationships based on reciprocity and mutual respect are the ones truly worth cultivating. The feeling of being surrounded by people who are not genuine can be uncomfortable. You realize something is not right, but you may hesitate to confront it. Doubt can become a vicious cycle, where you feel torn between the need to feel loved and the reality that some relationships are not healthy. This internal struggle is exhausting. It is crucial to give yourself permission to step away from relationships that do not contribute to your personal growth. This may mean cutting ties with friends, colleagues, or even family members who do not respect your individuality. This decision can be painful, but remember, your peace of mind is more important than maintaining superficial relationships out of obligation. When you start this recognition, something powerful happens. You realize that the discomfort you felt for so long was not just a passing phase. It was an indicator that changes were necessary. From the moment you decide to prioritize your emotional health, new possibilities begin to emerge. People who genuinely care may come into your life, and the quality of these new relationships can be incredibly enriching. But you need to stay alert. Some people may try to manipulate or divert your attention so that you don't see their true intentions. This can happen subtly, with excessive compliments or very condescending behavior. Don't be swayed by these tactics. Trusting your intuition is essential. If something feels off, it's probably because it is. An effective strategy for protecting yourself is to set clear boundaries. When you define what is acceptable and what is not, you start creating a safe space around you. Don't be afraid to say no when necessary. This doesn't mean you're selfish. It means you are prioritizing your well-being. Healthy boundaries are fundamental for lasting and balanced relationships. Additionally, seek to connect with people who share your values and principles. Relationships based on common interests and mutual respect tend to bring more satisfaction and joy. This may take time and effort, but the rewards of this pursuit are worth it. You will feel stronger and more aligned with yourself. It can be difficult to see things clearly when you are surrounded by emotional uncertainties. Sometimes the pressure to maintain harmony in relationships can be so intense that you prefer to ignore the signs that something is wrong. However, this denial does not bring a solution. What you really need is clarity. Take some time to reflect on your experiences and how they have impacted your life. This self-analysis can lead to profound revelations. You may discover patterns that have been repeating in your relationships, such as being drawn to people who do not have good intentions. By understanding these patterns, you become more aware of your future choices. This awareness is liberating. When you allow yourself to look at your relationships honestly, you begin to realize that it is possible to build a social circle that supports and inspires you. The right people will be there not only in good times, but also during difficulties. They will offer genuine support and will be willing to help. In this process, do not forget to take care of yourself. Practice regular self-care. This can include activities you love, meditation, exercise, or anything else that brings you peace. The more you value yourself, the easier it will be to recognize what truly matters in your relationships. Self-care is a powerful tool that strengthens your ability to discern what is healthy for you. Sometimes you may need space to process your emotions. Do not rush to make decisions about relationships that are not working. Give yourself time to reflect and understand what you want. This process can take time, but it is essential for building a more authentic life. If you feel overwhelmed, consider seeking support. Talking to a professional can offer new perspectives and help clarify your emotions. Do not hesitate to seek help when necessary. You do not have to face this alone. Ultimately, the responsibility for your happiness and emotional well-being is in your hands. It is you who decides with whom to share your life. By making conscious choices about your relationships, you move closer to a more authentic and fulfilling life. This requires courage, but the reward is a life surrounded by people who really care. And remember, you deserve to be in relationships where sincerity and respect are the foundation. When you walk away from toxic relationships, you make room for genuine connection. This journey can be challenging, but the result is a life richer in love and authenticity. It is essential to understand that change does not happen overnight. It is a process that requires patience and determination. Sometimes you may feel discouraged when you realize that toxic relationships are more prevalent than you imagined. But this recognition is the first step toward transformation. Focus on identifying the emotions that arise when you interact with certain people. Note how each relationship affects your mood, energy, and motivation. This exercise of self-assessment can be revealing. You may notice that some interactions drain your vitality, while others revitalize you. When you become more aware of your emotions, you start seeing people and their intentions more clearly. This perception is powerful. It allows you to make more informed choices about whom you wish to relate to. You do not need to feel guilty for wanting to be surrounded by people who uplift you rather than drag you down. Setting boundaries with those who do not respect your emotional space is essential. This can include direct conversations about what you consider acceptable and what is not. Often, people are unaware of the impact of their actions. By communicating your boundaries, you not only protect yourself, but also offer a chance for growth to those around you. Some people may not react well to these boundaries, which is an indication that they do not have good intentions. Do not be swayed by empty promises or excuses. What you need now is authenticity. Relationships that are worthwhile are built on mutual respect and understanding. By prioritizing your boundaries, you also allow yourself to create a space where honest communication can flourish. When the people you choose to have around you respect your needs, it strengthens the relationship. You will feel safer to share your thoughts and feelings, knowing that you are accepted as you are. The practice of self-care should be a priority in your life. Take time to engage in activities that bring you joy and peace. These can be simple things like reading a book, taking a walk, or meditating. The more you dedicate yourself to self-care, the stronger your intuition becomes. You will begin to more easily recognize who truly deserves your time and energy. Self-care also involves the ability to move away from situations that are not healthy. Sometimes this means saying no to invitations, even if it causes discomfort. It is perfectly acceptable to prioritize your well-being. If a situation or person makes you feel bad, do not hesitate to distance yourself. This process of selection can be difficult, especially if you are dealing with people who have been part of your life for a long time. However, it is necessary to put your emotional health first. Once you start doing this, you will have space to cultivate relationships that encourage your growth and personal development. The search for healthy connections can take time, but it is an investment that is worth it. When you surround yourself with people who genuinely care, the quality of your life improves significantly. You will feel more supported and less isolated in your struggles and achievements. Remember that every step you take toward healthier relationships is a step toward your personal truth. This is a moment of self-discovery and empowerment. You are solely responsible for your happiness. Therefore, take on this role with determination. At times, you may feel like you are alone on this path, but remember that many are also going through similar experiences. Openly talking with friends or family about your feelings can provide relief and understanding. You may discover that they are also facing challenges in their relationships. If loneliness feels overwhelming, consider seeking out groups or communities that share similar interests. This not only offers new friendships, but also the opportunity to connect with people who have values aligned with yours. Exchanging experiences can be enriching and surprisingly comforting. Be open to new possibilities. Every new relationship you establish is a chance to learn more about yourself and what you value. As you distance yourself from toxic relationships, you might find that your ability to communicate and connect authentically strengthens. If you ever feel lost, do not hesitate to seek professional help. A therapist can help navigate complex feelings and offer strategies for dealing with harmful relationship patterns. External support can be a valuable resource on your journey of self-discovery. Never underestimate the power of a positive environment. When you surround yourself with people who inspire and encourage your growth, you create a space where you feel free to be who you truly are. This is crucial for your emotional well-being. Finally, remember that you deserve to live a life rich in authenticity and genuine love. By making conscious choices about your relationships, you are paving the way for a more fulfilling and satisfying existence. Every step you take in this direction is an affirmation of your worth and what you truly deserve. When you move away from what no longer serves you, you are not just changing your relationships, but transforming your life. This journey can be challenging, but the rewards are immense. In the end, you will find not only peace, but also a support circle that will uplift you and help you thrive. It is crucial to recognize that every choice you make regarding who you interact with has a direct impact on your emotional health. Do not underestimate the power of small daily decisions. Sometimes, this means avoiding interactions that do not add value or that only create tension. This practice is not selfishness, but a form of self-respect. Reflect on how you feel after spending time with certain people. If the feeling of relief is frequent when you distance yourself from someone, this is an important clue. The discomfort you feel may be a clear sign that it is time to step away. This does not need to be an abrupt break, but a conscious decision to prioritize your peace. Additionally, it is vital to cultivate a space where you can express yourself freely. This may involve finding a support group or even a few friendships that share similar interests. Sharing experiences with people who understand your situation can be extremely valuable. You will realize that you are not alone and that many also face similar challenges. By opening up to these new connections, you create opportunities to build healthier relationships. Be mindful of interactions that promote growth and well-being. When you surround yourself with people who truly care, the quality of your life improves significantly. Positive energy is contagious, and this can influence your perspective on yourself and the world. Another important consideration is the need for clear communication. Do not hesitate to express your needs and expectations in relationships. Honest communication is the foundation of any healthy relationship. When you establish what you need, you are giving others the chance to adapt or step back if they cannot meet those expectations. On the other hand, be prepared to deal with negative reactions. Some people may not react well to your boundaries, and that reveals a lot about their true intentions. If someone gets offended by your need for space or change, it may be an indication that this relationship is not healthy. Value your need for emotional protection. The practice of self-care should not be an occasional event, but a constant part of your routine. Set aside time daily to do something that makes you feel good, whether it's practicing a hobby, meditating, or even taking a walk outdoors. These moments are essential to revitalize your energy and clear your mind. As you dedicate yourself to your well-being, You will begin to notice changes in your life. You will become more aware of your emotions and more capable of discerning between relationships that nourish and those that drain. This clarity will allow you to make more informed decisions about with whom you want to connect. Remember that change takes time. Be kind to yourself during this process. Self-discovery is often a path filled with ups and downs, but each step is an advance toward a more authentic life. You are worthy of love and respect, and your emotional needs are valid. If at any point you feel lost or overwhelmed, consider seeking a professional. A therapist can offer support and guidance to help you navigate through your emotions and relationships. Seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of strength and commitment to your personal growth. The journey to healthy and authentic relationships is challenging, but extremely rewarding. By moving away from what doesn't serve you, you make room for what truly matters. Every step you take towards a fuller life is an affirmation of your worth and what you deserve. Change can be difficult, but the freedom and peace that come with it are priceless. Before you leave, do two things now. Take a deep breath and hold on to what touched your heart today. And if it makes sense, share this story with someone who also needs to hear it.